All right, welcome back to Dubai, and it's been a crazy day already. We just had one of the greatest matches of the tournament so far, and now we are locked in to watch the match that most of you have been patiently waiting for. It's starting a little bit later than expected because of the previous match going a little bit longer than expected. But Eala will take on Goff. Now, of course, Eala's had a great run to this stage. She's made it all the way through, beating Paolini. She beat Castella yesterday, who was on a great win streak. She's also taken out Baptiste in the first match. And is into the quarterfinals of a 1,000 again. Goff was lucky to get here because she beat Mertens yesterday in a very close match point saving comeback win. So, as I said against Paolini, you know, it was a great opportunity for Eala to beat Paolini because Paolini hasn't been playing well lately. This week, Goff has not been playing great, and it's a great opportunity for Eala to get a win over Coco because Coco's serve has been vulnerable. Winner of this will take on either Svitolina or Ruzic, who are playing after this. And then we're going to go to Doha, and we're going to watch Alcaraz versus Khachanov, and then Menchik taking on Sinner. So a couple of banger matches on the men's side as well. But here we go. Andreeva versus Nisimova match was awesome. Oh, yeah. What a great match. One of the matches of the year. Eala could win this because Coco is not on her A game. That's true. That's true. Now, by the way, chap, a lot has been spoken about Eala's serving this week. Has been actually really, really a positive thing. So I did some research because, yeah, it's my job. And I looked up what her serve has been like this year compared to last year, but also this week compared to last year and the year before. Last year and this year. So her serve this week, 3 aces, 6 double faults, 67% of first serves in, 70% of first serve points won, 55% of second serve points won, and she's won 81% of her service games this week. Now they're great stats because her average this year is, she's hit 7 aces this year, 32 double faults. She's won 66% of she's hit 66% of first serves in, which is about what she's doing this week. So she's right on average. But she was only winning 61% of first serve points this year so far until this week, which has gone up. 44% of second serve points. But the most important thing, service game 1, 63% before this week. So 81%. She is winning way more games on serve. She's serving a little better, like her ace to double fault ratio is in the positive, or at least it's positive for her, better than it was for the rest of the year. But she's winning more first serve points. Now, even though those sound great, we've got to remember who she's played. She hasn't played a big returner, which probably helps, right? Because, you know, when you're playing against players like Alexandra, you know, you've got more pressure on your serve, so you have to get your first serve, more double faults because of the pressure you're playing against. Right, Parks, right, another player, Wong, right, those players that are beating her. But Coco's return, it is a very good return, but it's not like Anisimova's return, right, or Sabalenka. So if she is able to get a lot of first serves in Eala, I don't think Goff's going to hit return winners every single second serve. So let's see. And also, we all know about Coco's serving problems. She's served, I think, 28 double faults in 2 matches. So Goff's got, she's got to figure out that serve. But for Eala, it's going to be about the ground, probably the rallies is where this match is going to be won and lost. If Coco's not playing great on the rallies, which is sometimes happens, then that's where Eala can definitely get a win. The serving will be very interesting. I don't think it'll be, if one player's serving well and the other one's not, it'll be a big difference. But I feel like both of these ladies are going to get broken. They're going to break each other. It's going to be more of a returner's game. Or at least a baseline rally game between who's going to hit better on the ground. Assuming that they're both, Goff's going to hit the same amount of double faults she's hit all week, and also Eala's serving is going to be similar to what it has been this week, which has been very good compared to the rest of the year. Now, I also did a little bit more research and looked up, how does Eala do against players that are sort of taller, right? So 5'9", 5'10", which is sort of like on the taller end. She actually has a positive record against players that are, she has a positive, an even record this year against players that are sort of Coco Gauff and taller. So 3 wins, 3 losses against players this year who are on the taller side of the WTA. So I'm talking, she's beaten players like Vekic, who's 5'10" or 5'11". She's beaten Sasnovich, who's 5'11". She's lost to Parks, who's close to 6 foot. She's lost to Alexandrova, who's around that 5'11". So it varies. It varies. But also, again, it's really going to be about the returns. If Coco can hit good returns, then that's when Eala's serve is going to be tested. And then Coco's going to serve well. It's all like there's a lot of questions about how this match is going to go. That's why it feels like it could be another upset for Eala. Because both of these ladies are not like, there's not like there's definitely not like there's so many variables, right? And Goff is definitely someone who needs to play a good match because she's not going to get affected by the crowd. The crowd won't be something that she doesn't get affected by the crowds. So let's see. Or at least she won't. I don't think the crowd's gonna turn on her like if she was playing in another place somewhere else, right? I don't think the crowd's going to be... And she's not going to take the crowd cheering personal, I think. Here we go. They're warming up, and then we're ready to go. This is going to be interesting. Winner of this play is either Svitolina or Ružić. Ružić has had a great run beating Raducanu and getting through Raducanu. And Svitolina has just been sneaking through the draw as well. Goff has a very good record against lefties. Yeah, let me have a look. So Goff against lefties, what are we looking at? Because I didn't check that. All right, so Coco Gauff versus lefties in her career is 21-5. She lost to Schneider in Toronto 24. That was the last time she lost to a lefty. And she hasn't lost to a lefty. She was on like a massive win streak against lefties since 2022 in Rome. She's won 15 of her last 16 against left-handers. Oh, that is a stat. That's a stat. 15 out of 16 against left-handers is Coco since 2022. And only Schneider has taken out Goff in Toronto 2024. That's a stat. Oh, that's an interesting stat. All right, Eala does have a leg strapped as she has had the last couple of days. It didn't seem to affect her in the last match, but she did point to it in the first set against Castello. So it's not nothing, but it's not debilitating to the point that she can't move. But it's not, she wouldn't have it strapped up for fashion. It would be something precautionary at least. Eala has her right leg strapped. All right. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to like the video. We're almost at 400 likes already, so thank you for that. Big match. Big match. I'm sticking with what I said. Coco in 2, but I'm happy to be wrong. Okay. This crowd. I'll tell you, I love that they didn't have a night session crowd and it was only the day session and it's just one ticket because I love that this crowd was there for the end of the last match because they were obviously waiting for this match. But I love that the previous match had the crowd that it deserved because the last match was a top 10 clash between two future Grand Slam champions, potentially, right? Shubham.
Coco versus left-handed players 18 for Coco versus players younger than her 13 to Coco versus players outside top 46 160 to 20 for Eala is left-handed younger than her and outside the top 46.
Okay, so has anybody who is left-handed younger than Coco and outside the top 46 won? Like, is there anyone who's like all of those things combined? Has Goff ever beaten somebody with all three of those things that you just mentioned? Great stats, by the way. Thank you for the donation. Because when she lost to Schneider would have maybe been younger, but I don't know if she would have been outside the top 40. No. So no one has done that. So Eala's trying to do something new. Teichmann's older, Kerber's older, Trevisan and Townsend are older. So the only younger player is Schneider, but Schneider might be 22. Ooh, actually no, Schneider is just a little, about 3 weeks younger. So Schneider is the lefty, the younger, but not the outside the top 40. So great stat. No one's ever done it. All three of those things. 13-12 against younger players is crazy. Yeah. One of those players was Schneider that I just mentioned. All right. Here we go, chat. This is going to be interesting. Eala's going to serve. Coco receiving. Let's see what Coco can do. Let's see what Eala can do. Serve from Eala. Into the back of the Goff. Return goes into the front of Eala. To the front of Goff, but it's out by Eala. First point goes to Coco Gauff. Love 15. As Eala serves again. Down the tee, the front of Goff. Return goes in the back of Eala. Goff with the pass. Eala with a half volley, but Goff's going to get the backhand and put it in the net. Oh, okay. Thank you, Arian, for the $2.
Cam is goat.
Hey, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. 15-all, by the way. Goff, that was a gift. All right, 15-all. Serve again. Have a bit of serve again. Into the back of the Coco. Good return. Into the back of Eala. Goff with a forehand again to the back of Eala. Into the front of Goff. Eala backhand again to the front of Goff. Goes down the line. Eala forehand on the stretch. Ooh, just missed. And we're going to track Coco's forehand because, or Coco's ground strokes, I should say, because those are going to be important. All right. 15-30. Serve again. Into the back of the Goff. Eala forehand goes wide. It's break points Coco. 15-40. Break points for Goff to start us up. 15-40. Serving the backhand of Goff. Forehand now from Eala. To the backhand of Goff. Eala forehand on the stretch. Goff backhand. Goes down the line to the backhand of Eala. Goff with the forehand. Into the backhand of Eala. Again to the front of Goff. Eala backhand slice. Goff comes in. Backhand winner. Jeez. Already you can tell how hard this is going to be for Eala on the ground strokes because Goff is hitting clean. She missed one bad backhand in the net, but throughout those rallies, that was that first game was very impressive. Arian.
Cam, thanks for streaming so much tennis for us.
No worries. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate the $2. So yeah, Coco is hitting clean, but the serve. It's all about the serve. Because Eala can break back if Coco's not serving as well, or not serving well. She hasn't been serving well all week. So there's always a chance to break back if Coco's serving the way she's been serving. As we get a serve now from Coco. Has a fault. And these second serve returns are going to be key for Eala. Second serve. There's a double fault. All right. So that is the story of the week for Coco. It's been those double faults. She's hit 29 in 3 matches now. Love 15. She serves the backhand of Eala. Great return. Slice from Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. There's Goff forehand into the backhand of Eala. Goff with the backhand on the stretch. Into the forehand of Eala is Goff forehand again, but it's out by Eala. And see, something Eala's going to find out as well is that Coco is very quick. Underrated in her quickness, Goff. I mean, it's how she beats Sabalenka so often, is because she's so quick and she just makes Sabalenka play more and more shots. So Eala's going to have to be maybe a little bit more aggressive than usual, which could result in some errors, but we'll see. But Coco, she gets the ball back. She is quick. As Goff serves another fault. Second serve. And the crowd making a little bit of noise. And the umpire trying to... I'll tell you what, if the umpire wants to... If the umpire... Wait, so... Okay, so Goff's getting a first serve, so I think it was a... I think it was an error from Hawkeye. But I was going to say, if the umpire wants to get the crowd to be quiet, or at least try and warn them, it'd be every time they cheer Goff serving a fault, they give her a first serve again. But that would be crazy because that would just be a crazy thing to do. Anyway, second serve, the backhand of Eala, forehand from Goff into the forehand of Eala. There's Goff, forehand slice. Goes into the forehand of Eala. Goff. Forehand again to the backhand of Eala. Into the backhand of Goff. As Eala backhand. Cross court. Goff gets it with the forehand. Into the forehand of Eala. To the backhand of Goff. As Eala. Forehand again. To the forehand of Goff. Goff, it's a winner. 30-15. 30-15. All right, 30-15. Serve again for Coco. That's another fault. A lot of first serves missed. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Goff. Goff in the net, 30-all. Coco just falling off that forehand. 30-all. As Goff serves again. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes in the backhand of Goff. Eala forehand goes long. Man, that was a good serve by Goff. It came back quick though. Eala got onto the return, but it wasn't enough. 40-30. Serve again. And she serves another fault. Second serve. As Goff hits a forehand down the line. Onto the forehand of Eala. Eala hits it long. And Goff takes the 2-love lead. All right. Goff just being a little bit more clutch to start the match. All right, 2-love. Back to Eala. By the way, Feast is up a set and a break against Lehechka. Love to see it. As with a forehand from Eala into the forehand of Goff on the stretch. Eala backhand. Goes down the line. Goff with a slice lob. In comes Eala with a backhand winner down the line. Nice. She's going to have to hit multiple shots because Goff is going to get a lot of shots back. But that was a clean backhand winner. Great backhand. 15-love. As the return goes into the forehand of Eala. Eala hits it long, 15-all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Goff. Return the forehand of Eala. Goff backhand is long, 30-15. The winner of this plays the winner of the next match between Svitolina and Ružić. Hey, Jay, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. 30-15. Serve it in the forehand as a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Goff. Forehand now from Eala. Goes long. 30-all. All right. Chance for Coco to get the double break here. 30-all. Serve into the backhand of Goff. Backhand from Eala to the forehand of Goff. As Eala backhand down the line. Goff's going to get it with the backhand into the forehand of Eala. Again to the backhand of Goff. Eala, forehand. Again to the backhand of Goff. As Eala, forehand, can't get it. Oh, she stopped running as well, Eala. Goff hit a flat backhand cross-court, and Eala took 2 steps and was like, I can't get there. Nice hitting by Coco, 30-40. Eala just couldn't lunge out wide. All right, Goff to get the double break. Serving to the back end of Goff. One from Eala down the line. Too good. Good 1-2 punch. Deuce. Eala gets to deuce. All right, serve again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Goff. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. Goff with the lob. Eala comes in with a forehand. Oh, she missed it. Wasn't a bad idea to hit it out of the air, but tough shot. She missed it wide. Advantage to Coco. Take the double break. Yeah, please don't put scores in the chat. All right, advantage Goff. Serving to the forehand of Goff. Return off the tape to the forehand of Eala. Goff with the backhand. Into the forehand of Eala. Eala hits it wide. Goff's got the double break. 3-love. Quick start for Coco. All right, 3-0. 2 breaks. Last match was crazy, Cam. Oh, I know. It was so like that match was so good. I'm so glad it was. It lived up to the hype. That was so fun. All right, Coco with a double break. 3-love. 3-love. It's been a close 3-love though. There's been a couple of the first game was a little bit of a letdown from Eala, but the second and third games were close and could have gone either way. So it's not been a dominating 3-love against Eala, I should say. But this is the thing. The difference between Coco and the rest of the players she's played this week, Eala, is that Coco is not missing on the ground strokes. Like, Coco is not missing ground strokes. She might be missing serves, but she's not missing on the forehand and backhand. And Eala's have to play a lot more points, a lot more shots than she would have had to against, the last couple of players. So Coco getting it back, especially when she gets those slice deep shots on the stretch that Eala would have hit winners off against everybody else this week. That's been a big difference so far. All right, Coco serving. 3-love. People are trying to find seats. There's no seats left. They're all gone. All the seats are gone. All right. Here we go. Coco to serve. 12 minutes, 3-love. All right. Goff serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Goff. Eala forehand to the backhand of Goff. Into the backhand of Eala is Goff with the forehand. Again to the backhand of Eala. And Eala hits it long. 15-love. And I'll tell you, Chad, if Coco Gauff does win this in straightforward fashion, she deserves credit because we've seen so many players, not just this week, but in general, struggle against Eala in the crowd. And even and Eala's game. Like Eala's game is unpredictable, right? It's not a, straightforward game. It's, she can hit both sides. She can hit either way on both sides. It's not an easy game as Goff double faults 15-0. It's not an easy game to play against because you don't know where she's going to go. I mean, look at Vekic, right? She's been struggling this year against Eala. We've seen multiple players not be able to play against Eala. So if Coco was to win this in straight sets, that's a huge credit to her, considering that yesterday she was playing shockingly. All right, 15-0. Ace down the tee. Ooh, that hurts. And the whole crowd are like, that's pretty good. That's a good serve. Coco does have one of the biggest serves in the world. 189 down the tee. I mean, Coco's capable of hitting massive serves. It's just that she hits double faults and people talk about that more. And she serves a fault second serve, but she can hit big serves. All right, second serve, Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Oh, return goes long. And it's 40-15. Eala just missing everything tonight so far. Overhitting that just. 40-15. All right. Goff to go to 4-love. As a return goes into the forehand of Goff. Goff puts it away. 4-love Coco. All right, Goff, I tell you, she is so serious tonight. She is locked in, Coco Gauff. And look, I can tell you this, if Goff does win this in straight sets, hopefully more people show up tomorrow for the finals. But, I mean, I think Goff's already got some Filipino fans because of the doubles match they played last year, or the doubles they played. But it'd be cool to see that, like, if Goff does progress, to see tomorrow's final with a good, decent crowd on Goff's side, that she kind of gets a couple of those people to come back. Feast wins. Oh, nice. Wait. Feast versus Sinner. Feast versus Sinner could be a thing. Is the schedule out for tomorrow yet? Oh, it just came out. Look at that. Look at that, chat. It's almost like I willed it into existence. Just came out as soon as I said, is it out? It's out. Is the Dubai schedule out yet? Dutchy Jean? Love 15. Okay, so night matches tomorrow for Alcaraz and Sinner, if they win. Backhand goes into the forehand of Eala. Backhand from Goff. Into the forehand of Eala is Goff. With a forehand to the backhand of Eala. Into the forehand of Goff is Eala backhand. Again to the forehand of Goff. Eala goes with the backhand again to the forehand of Goff. Eala with a slice. Goff on the attack. Comes in. Puts it away. Jeez, this is a clinic from Goff on the baseline. Love 30. Coco is just demolishing it on the baseline. All right, so the schedule is out for tomorrow. All right, so the first semi-final was at midnight for me, and then 2 a.m. is the next one. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, Eala comes to the net. Great pass by Goff. Volley goes in, and then Goff puts it away. All right. Goff, love 40. This is a statement. Holy hell. All right. Love 40. I tell you, what did I say yesterday, chat? How do you make the crowd go quiet? This is what you do. This is how you quiet the crowd. Is you get off to a good start. And this is everyone in the crowd's like stunned. Backhand return in the net by Goff. 15-40. All right. Still break points for Goff for a 5-love lead. We got a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the fault of Goff. 4-0 from Eala. In the net. 5-love Coco. Whew. All right. And Goff, like I said, is so locked in. So locked in. Okay. Coco is just like she is so like just. She is keeping that straight face. All right. Coco, 5-0. Whew. Demolition by Coco, yeah. Yep. Goff is playing the perfect match against Eala right now. Awesome. Thanks, guys. So tomorrow, I think, first match for me, I think is at midnight, and then the second match at 2 a.m., then the third match at 3:30, and then 5 a.m. And then I've got to go and go see Good Charlotte in concert. It's going to be a big day. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. And then we get the finals on that night. So it's going to be a big 24 hours. If I'm a little rough for the final, you know why. I went outside. All right, here we go. 5-love Coco serving for the set. And this has just been a lesson in baseline tennis from Coco. Eala hasn't done much wrong. She's just learning she's learning the hard way that Coco on the ground strokes is a beast. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes off the tape, but didn't go over. And it's 15-love. 15-love. Coco serves again. Now, I will say this. If you're leaving, you shouldn't leave because tennis isn't just like 6-love means it's over unless it's a second or third set. But even then, you can win 6-love in the second and make it a third. So I wouldn't be leaving just yet. As with a forehand now from Eala, that goes in the backhand of Goff. Eala backhand goes wide. 30-love. 6-love first set can be turned around. I mean, if you're an Eala fan, you know that for the wrong reasons, right? I mean, Eala was up 6-love against Parks. Obviously, this is a much different situation to come back from a 6-love potential against Coco, but it can still... things can always change. Stop lying? Okay, bro, yeah, because no one's ever come back from 6-love. All right, 30-love. And as Goff serves. Double fault. And a light round of applause. 30-15. 30-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Goff. Eala backhand. Oh, it was a winner. All right, 30-all. All right, 30 all. Great shot from Eala. Coco gives it a round of applause. As the return goes in the forehand of Goff. Forehand out from Eala to the backhand of Goff. Goff hits a winner down the line, 40-30. 40-30. Set point for Coco to take the first set. $40-30. Serve to the back end of Eala. Forehand now from Goff into the backhand of Eala. Backhand from Goff into the Eala forehand. Goff backhand cross court. Eala gets it, goes down the line. Goff forehand cross court in the backhand of Eala. Again, the forehand of Goff. As Eala backhand goes again to the forehand of Coco. Sliced in the net and it's deuce. We get to deuce. All right, deuce. Serve again. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Goff. She puts it away. Advantage Coco to take the first set. All right. Advantage Goff. Advantage Goff to take this first set. All right, Coco serves. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the forehand of Eala. Return the net. Goff takes the first. 6-love. And that was a clinic from Coco. Just rock solid on the baseline. And didn't give Eala anything in the rallies. She did hit a couple of double faults, but like I said at the start of the match, this will be won and lost in the rallies. Because the serving of Goff, we're not expecting it to be all of a sudden amazing. But when the ball hit the ground, that was when Coco took over. 3 winners, 15 errors by Eala. So Eala feeling the pressure of having to try and rally with Coco. 9 winners, 7 errors from Goff. 3 double faults. But Goff won 80% of first serve points. Eala 27% of first serve points and 29% of second serve points. So her serve is getting attacked. And she is also making a lot of errors. Again, just like what Goff does to Sabalenka or anybody else, right? She gets the ball back one more time, makes you hit one more shot, and that one more shot is an error. That's what Goff does. She gets it back. That's how she's done so well in her career, even though her serve has been a roller coaster, her game on the ground. If she just gets it one more shot back, you might miss eventually. All right. 6-love. Let's see if Eala can get on the board early in the second to at least get the crowd back into it, because the crowd's sitting there like, when does the match start? All right. All right, how are we doing, chat? Goff has not won slams by accident, 100%. It's so funny how so many people yesterday were shitting on Coco Gauff, and now today when she wins a set are praising her. Not you, Eric, but just people are going to be like, oh, see, Coco Gauff is really, really good. And it's like, yesterday you said she was really, really bad. And people were questioning, even someone questioned in the first game of the match, how did Coco win Grand Slams? You're like, I'm sorry, what? The fact that she wins slams even though she double faults is a testament to how good she is. And how much better she's going to be if she gets that serve sorted. Anyways, must-win games for Eala to start the second. As Goff hits a backhand in the backhand of Eala, backhand from Goff. Into the backhand of Eala, into the forehand of Goff. Eala forehand. Into the backhand of Goff, to the forehand of Eala. Goff forehand goes cross-court. Eala with the backhand again to the forehand of Goff. Into the backhand of Eala. As Goff backhand goes in the forehand of Eala. Into the backhand of Goff. Eala, backhand, cross court in the net. And it's love 15. And again, Goff is just wearing Eala down in these rallies. She's not giving her errors. And she's not letting Eala, push her around like she was against Paolini, for example, where Paolini was running everywhere. Love 15. Love 15. There's a fault second serve. Love 15. And as a return, goes into the backhand of Eala. That's a good shot. 15-0. 15-0. A wake-up call for Eala. By the way, that's a very... I don't think Eala needs a reality check. Like, chat. Where are the regulars in the chat that maybe I'm missing something? Is Coco did Coco Gauff have all this support all along? And is Eala too big for her shoes? Is that the narrative now? Or is that, I don't think it was there yesterday. I think yesterday it was Coco Gauff can't serve and Eala is doing just fine. But today it's like Eala is, she needs a reality check. Does she though? I don't think she does. And Coco has always been amazing. Anyways, 15:30. I guess we just make up stories every day. As with a forehand now from Eala to backhand of Goff. Eala forehand. Goes long. It's 15:40. By the way, to all those people that are praising Coco, you better be here tomorrow. If she wins this match, you better be here tomorrow saying the same shit. Don't be coming in here tomorrow if she plays Fedolina and start going, oh, she's playing shit. No. You can't change them every day. You can't change your mind. You got to. If you're supporting Goff now, you got to support her tomorrow. The good and the bad. Don't be a bandwagoner. Anyways, backhand goes in the forehand of Eala. Backhand from Goff. Eala backhand goes in the forehand of Goff. And Goff hits it long, 30-40. And the crowd go kind of wild. So I hope all you Goff supporters that have just showing up today for the first time ever, you better be here tomorrow. 30-40. I don't need no bandwagon supporter. No, we're not watching Ruzic because we're watching... we're going to Alcaraz and Khachanov next. As Goff comes in, forehand winner, there's the break.
Goff won to slams from a set down against arguably the best player on hard courts. Definitely not an accident. People need to show some respect.
Hey, thank you for the donation, Shubham. I agree, 100% agree. All right. Coco, setting a break. She is cruising. All right. By the way, to anybody talking about my predictions, can you comment on that video instead? It's better for the algorithm if you comment on the video. Don't put it in the chat. If you put it in the chat and say like, oh, Cam, you're wrong. No. Make sure you comment on the video. Because then it will help the video. Because then YouTube will think that, well, can you do that? That'll be great. Thank you. If you say it in the chat, I'm not going to read it, and it's not going to be like it's just not going to work. It's not going to help the video. So if you really want to like say ha told you so, definitely go to the video that I made and comment on that. So then I can it can YouTube go, oh wow, people want it to. It's good for engagement. What love? Don't write in the chat though, because that doesn't help anybody. Anyways, return goes out from Eala. It's 15 love. So yeah, please, if you're trying to tell me that picking Eala was a bad idea, please comment on the video and tell me that, because I will not read it. But it would be better for engagement, and that's what YouTube want. So please do that. Thank you. Also like the video. 15 love. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, serve. There's a fault from Goff. Second serve. Second serve. Anyways, backhand goes into the forehand of Eala. Into the forehand of Goff. Eala backhand. Again to the forehand of Goff. To the forehand of Eala. Eala in the net. 30 love. And again, Goff is just too good when it gets to the rallies. She is solid on the baseline. 30 love. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Good return. Goff gets it back. Into the forehand of Eala is Goff. Backhand again into the forehand of Eala. To the forehand of Goff is Eala backhand. Cross court. Goff slices it wide. All right, that was one of the first. I wish the WTA would give us stats on rallies over a certain amount of shots like the ATP do. Because I feel like it's really important to know, like, okay, when the rally goes like 5-6 shots, how many's Goff winning, how many's Eala winning? Because it feels like that's where Goff's really winning. Once it gets to like 5 or more shots, Goff is in control. Like, I would love to see that breakdown, but they don't give that information. They only give out the basic stuff. Oh, body serve straight through Eala. What a serve. 40-15. Beautiful body serve. 40-15. Goff for a 2-love lead. Serve is a fault, second serve. No mercy. Yeah, I know, right? Goff is not mucking around. 40-15. As the return goes in the back end of Goff. Goff in the net, 40-30. 40-30. That was a proper body serve. Proper body serve. All right, first serve's a fault by Goff. Second serve. Second serve. Serving the backhand of Eala. Return goes the forehand of Goff. Eala with a forehand into the backhand of Goff. Down the line to the backhand of Eala. She hits a drop shot. Goff gets it back with a forehand winner. And again, Coco just too strong. All right, Goff, 2-love in the second. Man, again. And this is interesting because, and I know like some of you have already forgotten that, Eala did beat Paolini this week and she's top 10. But it's interesting how Paolini wasn't able to do this, right? Because going into that Paolini match, Paolini is not that different to Coco. She just doesn't hit as hard. But Paolini, it just kind of shows, unfortunately, how poor Paolini handled Eala. Whereas Goff, she couldn't play any better. Probably serve a slightly bit better, but Goff on the ground strokes is playing so well compared to what Paolini was doing, because Paolini was making errors where Goff is not at all, right? All right, love 15. Paolini not in form. Well, yeah, exactly. It kind of shows how her confidence was also low as well. But then, Coco's confidence is, after yesterday, maybe she got some more confidence. As that goes wide by L, love 30. Love 30. But look, even if Eala doesn't make it competitive in the second, we have learned a lot this week. Serving to the back end of Goff. Return the forehand of Eala. That's a good shot. All right, 15-30. One of the best winners she's hit all night. By the way, we've got Alcaraz coming up in about 30 minutes against Hashanov. And then we've got Sinner versus Menchik. And that's the match that I'm keen to see tonight. Menchik versus Sinner. All right, 15:30. All right, serve. Into the backhand of Goff. Return goes in the forehand of Eala. Off the tape. Oh, it doesn't go over. 15:40. Cam, are you nervous? Yapping a bit. Yapping is my job. Look at the channel name. It says Tennis Talk. If I sit here and just like stare at you in the camera like this, it probably isn't a good channel. I mean, I could do this. Be a bit weird though. If I don't talk, it's kind of pointless. $15.40. Eala hits it out. 3 love. 3 love. See? If I don't talk, it's weird. All right, Goff 3 love in the second. Yeah, is Deb in the house? We need to start getting the broom out, I think. All right. How are we doing, chat? Sensational, it's so quiet. My ears. By the way, somebody bought a trumpet. Somebody's playing like a trumpet. Oh no, it's just somebody's just doing a solo. Don't worry about it. The American player that Eala lost to at the AO was worse than her, but the crowd mock her, then Eala lost. I mean, yeah, Parks played a hell of a match to come back in that one. Somebody's just playing a trumpet solo. Life of a tennis player, you might lose, you might win. Yeah. But who's that? The General of Republic of Philip, the Consulate General is in the house. I don't know. I'm not very good at though. I don't know what that means, but he must be important. He's an important person in the house. All right, Goff to serve. 3 love. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Goff. Forehand from Eala. As Goff with the backhand into the forehand of Eala. Eala in the net. 15 love. 15 love. Goff is relentless. You feel sad for my predictions? Bro, I've been picking prediction. By the way, to all those clowns that are coming in here and being like, your predictions are wrong, please comment on the videos. I'll read them, I promise. 15 love. But also, like, can you not count? I picked 3 out of 4 this week. I picked Eala to beat Baptiste. I picked Eala to beat Paolini. I picked Eala to beat Castella. So, I mean, like, I feel like 75% is pretty good. Also, I picked Anissimova to win in 3. So, I mean, I don't think I'm doing too bad. I'll sleep at night. I'll sleep pretty well tonight. 30 love. Maybe you're pissed off at me because you didn't take my advice. That's why. You're like, oh, I should have listened to you with Paolini. Oh. Hey, look, it's all right. You'll get over it. All right, 30-15. Go for the double fault. 30-15. Also, Alcaraz is starting in 25 minutes. As we return now to the backhand of Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Goff at the backhand again. The forehand of Eala. As Goff at the backhand again to the forehand of Eala. Into the backhand of Goff on the stretch. Eala. Forehand down the line. Ooh, just goes long. And it's 40-15. I feel bad for Mirra today. Oh, yeah, that was so harsh. Second week in a row that she's lost in a heartbreaker, and she looked like she would look devastated too. Yeah, that was a shame. I mean, it was a shame that somebody had to lose that match, but yeah. That's a second heartbreaker in a row. As Goff serves a fault. (40-15). Oh. That second serve almost hit the umpire. It was going sideways. Double fault. 40-30. 40-30. As Goff serves again. By the way, Goff Svitolina could be a rematch of Australian Open, and that was Goff's worst match of the year so far by a long shot. She came into that match and just played so below her best. So it'd be cool to see a rematch with Svitolina Goff. To see if Goff can turn it back. As we get a forehand now from Goff into the forehand of Eala. Goff with the forehand on the stretch. Eala again to the forehand slice of Goff. Goff in the net. We get the deuce. Okay. Seeing Mirra cry is sad, but I actually support her showing emotions. Yeah. Look, there were tough losses too. I mean, she had match points last week. She was, I think, 2 points away from the match tonight. This close. Against two fellow top 10 players too. It's brutal. All right, we get the deuce. As Goff serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return into the backhand of Goff. Eala forehand. To the backhand of Goff. Down the line's a great shot. Eala can't get it back. Man, Goff is just too strong. Advantage Coco. Advantage Goff. And I wanted to chat if yesterday's match against Mertens was the wake-up call. Like, is Goff going to win the whole tournament? I mean, Pegula and Nisimova, Goff, Svitolina is a hell of a semi-final lineup, unless Ružić keeps going on the run. Advantage Goff. Serve. Oh, it's a double fault. All right, back to deuce. Now we get to deuce. We get the deuce. As Goff serves again. A let. As we just serve again from Goff. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. All right. Double fault. Advantage to Eala. To get one of the breaks back. And for all those people in the crowd, for her to get on the board and they give him something to cheer about. All right. First break point for Eala as Goff serves. As we get a return now to the forehand of Goff. Back in now, forehand from Eala. Into the forehand of Goff. As Eala backhanded the slice of Goff. The drop shot is way too good. Wow. All right. Back to deuce. That was just way too good, Coco. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, Goff serves again. She serves another fault. Second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Eala. Backhand from Goff into the forehand of Eala. To the backhand of Goff as Eala forehand. Oh, it's in the net. Advantage Coco. Advantage Goff. Advantage Goff to take the 4-love lead. As Goff serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Return into the backhand of Goff. Eala forehand to the backhand of Goff. As Eala with a forehand down the line. That's out. All right. 4-love Goff. Nice tennis sofa. Thank you. All right. 4-love. All right. 4-love. Back to Eala, and this crowd is trying to get some sort of reaction. And she's got a smile on her face. And there's a bit of fault. Second serve. You know Goff's going to apologize for this result, right? Like, you know that Coco's going to be like, I'm sorry. Like, you know Coco's too nice to be like, yeah, and I meant it. Backhand from Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Oh, Eala missed it. Love 15. Love 15. As Eala serves again. Here's a fault. Second serve. No mercy, I know, right? All right, second serve. As a return goes in. Backhand from Goff into the forehand of Eala. Down the line to the slice of Goff. Eala with a forehand cross court. Goff gets with the backhand into the forehand of Eala. Goff back in the rally. Oh, she hit it in the net. Poor shot from Coco. 15-0. She's kind of tried to flick it cross court, but oh, look, she can hit one bad shot in the match, I'm sure. That's fine. All right, serve again. Into the backhand of Goff. Return goes to the backhand of Eala. Goff with the forehand of the stretch. Eala down the line. Goff with the pass. Ooh, goes wide. 30-15. All right, serve again. Serve again. Is a let. $30-15. As we return out of the backhand of Eala. Forehand now from Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Open court. Goff gets it with a slice. It goes short. In comes Eala. Goff with the pass. Eala with a volley. Goff with a lob. Oh, it goes in. Eala gets it back. Into the forehand of Coco. As Eala with a forehand lob now. Goff lets it bounce. Forehand goes out. Oh, Eala survives. And the crowd go wild for the first time tonight. The crowd go nuts. They're like, yes, we didn't lose that point. Thank God. Eala should have won that point 3 times. But that's how quick Coco is. 40-15. 40-15. Comeback starts now. 40-15. Serve to the backhand of Goff. Return goes to the backhand of Eala. Goff, backhand to the forehand of Eala. As Goff. Backhand goes wide. Eala's on the board. And she shakes the fist with a big smile. She's like, no double bagel. Shut up, chat. No double bagel. Shut the hell up, everybody. If you said double bagel, you can get the hell out of here. Shut up. Get out. That was for you. Put an emoji in the chat. Put an emoji in the chat. Go on. I can't put the emoji in the chat. We'll get in trouble. All right. 4-1. Comeback has started. I told you. Comeback has started. Here we go. No double bagel. You can all get stuffed. You can eat that bread. Do you eat that bagel? You shove that bagel. All right, you shove that bagel. Go on. Eat it. Just eat it. All right, 4-1. All right, let me see if I can read the chat because it's going too quick. Haters eat the bagel. Yeah, you eat that bagel. All right. All right, Coco's still up a double break, though. 4-1. Again, like we said at the start of the match, Coco is a beast against lefties. She does not lose to lefties. And I wish I knew that 24 hours ago. Hey, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Madonna, appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. All right. Coco, set in 4-1. We've got Alcaraz taking on Khachanov soon. After this match, we'll go to that. And we've also got Sinner versus Menchik, which is a very important matchup for the future of men's tennis. As we got a backhand down the line. With the backhand of Eala. Short ball Eala. She comes to the net with a volley. Oh, but she missed it. God, Eala played such a good rally too. 15-love. She just missed the drop volley. But then that's the Coco pressure. Like, it had to be one of the most ridiculous drop volleys because Coco's quick. If she was playing someone less quick, she would have just hit a regulation volley and it would have been enough. 15-love. A bit of serve now from Goff. Into the back of Eala. Forehand from Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Goff backhand. Into the backhand of Eala is Goff. Backhand cross got off the tape. Oh, it doesn't go over. 15-all. 15-all. As Goff serves again. By the way, Chad, I find it really interesting because we watched Coco when she started. And I find that, like, Coco was getting this kind of reaction when she'd lose to, like, Swiatek and stuff back in the early days. And now Eala's getting it. It's very weird. Who's next to get that? Goff still gets people going crazy, but in a bad way. As it a 4 now from Goff. Oh, she missed it. 15-30. And the crowd goes wild. They've been waiting for this. 15:30. By the way, chat, we're almost 1,000 likes. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. Even if you are here for the wrong reasons, you know, you're still here. You're wasting your time. But thank you for being here, despite, you know, enjoying Eala losing instead of enjoying Coco winning. I don't know. Slice goes in. Eala comes in, puts it away. 15:40. And somebody is just wooing into the microphone. They're like, woo! Somebody's sitting right next to a microphone. I can hear it. Woo! Who is that? Who was that? By the way, Chad, I haven't asked, where are you watching from? Some people from the Philippines in the house. Where are we watching from? Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Sri Lanka. Nice. And a bit of serve. Double fault. Never you mind. Hey, I asked, please. I'm trying to read the chat. We got Philippines, California. We've got Florida, Minnesota, London, Los Angeles. We've got Ireland, USA, Saudi Arabia. We've got Madrid, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, New York, Thailand, Manhattan, Italy. There's a bit of flying out of the back end of Goff. And Goff hits it out. 15-love. Eala has found her groove. 15-love. We got Miami, Cambodia, Switzerland, Tennessee, Manila, Denmark, Spain, Kyrgyzstan, Mexico City, Malaysia, Texas, Iraq, Abu Dhabi, France, Vietnam, Hungary, Trinidad, Sydney. All right, 15 love. As Eala serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Goff. Return goes in the forehand of Eala. Goff with the forehand. Again to the forehand of Eala as Goff backhand. To the forehand of Eala. Into the forehand of Goff. Eala backhand. That's a great shot. Goff slices it back. Eala comes in. Goff with the pass is a lob. Oh, it's too good. Goff just stayed home and then hit the lovely lob. 15-all. Smart by Coco. Very good play. Her whole team are on their feet. They loved it. Too good. 15-all. Beautiful lob. All right, 15-all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Goff. Backhand now from Eala to the backhand of Goff. Eala comes in with a volley. Goff with a pass. Too good. 15-30. Nice shot from Goff again. 15-30. By the way, chat, we will be back tomorrow to watch everything else. So don't get it twisted. By the way, chat, we are coming back after this match to the next match. We're going to Doha, so make sure you watch the men's matches too. And we'll be back to watch semi-finals tomorrow with the ladies. We're going to watch Pegula versus Anisimova first, and then whatever happens here versus the winner of the next match. And then we've got men's semi-finals tomorrow as well. And then the finals on Saturday. As we're going to return now from Goff into the forehand of Eala. Goff with the backhand. On the stretch. Goes long. 30-all. Yeah, tomorrow marks 50 days of streaming in a row. 30-all. 30-all. As we to serve. Into the backhand of Goff. Forehand from Eala. Into the forehand of Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Goff. Oh, Eala overhits it. Goff wins a point. 30-40. Coco to get the double break again and serve for the match. All right. $30-40. Serving to the backhand of Goff. Forehand now from Eala. Into the backhand of Goff. Into the forehand of Eala. Goff with a slice. Eala hits a backhand in the net. There's the break. 5-2 Coco. She's going to serve for the match. All right. 5-2. Not surprised if Goff gets broken to serve for it. We'll see. The bakery's closed. Yeah, you can shut up with your bakery. All right. We've got Alcaraz taking on Khachanov coming up next. Which Alcaraz has not had an easy time this week. He's had some tough matches. So I'm not expecting that match to be... Khachanov is capable. I think Alcaraz wins, but I don't know. Khachanov is just... is no joke. All right. Goff serving the match. Thanks, Alex, for reaching this far. There's going to be a lot of loud people saying things, but at the end of the day, making this far is very good for Eala. It's great for her ranking. She's up to number 32. She could be seeded in Indian Wells, which would be really, really beneficial. It means she won't have to play first round, and she'll get a bye in the first round. So yeah, so she's put herself in a really good position, and I guess the big thing going into these tournaments was she has to get some points because she's got to play Miami, which is the big one, right? But after this week, and hopefully at Indian Wells doing okay there, Miami, losing in Miami, if she loses second, third round, it won't be a big drop in the rankings. So this helps a lot in her rankings, especially post-Miami, where she might, if she doesn't do well in Miami, like make the second week or make the quarterfinals again or semis, it's going to be, it won't be as bad of a drop as it was, say 2-3 weeks ago. Anyways, Eala with a drop shot in the net. She played a good rally, but couldn't execute. All right, 15 love. 15 love. All right, serve again. There's Goff with a forehand into the backhand of Eala. Backhand from Goff. Into the forehand of Eala is Goff with the backhand again to the backhand of Eala. Goff. Forehand to the backhand again of Eala. Backhand from Goff to the forehand of Eala is Goff. Oh, can't get that one. Eala hits a winner. 15-all. Nice shot from Eala on the forehand. 15-all. Pia.
Thanks for Alex cover. We love Alex, win or lose.
That's the spirit. Thank you for the donation. As Eala hits a return in the net, 30-15. 2 points away. Coco from making it to the semis of Dubai, which is I think her best result here. 30-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Goff. Forehand from Eala. To the backhand of Goff. As Eala forehand into the forehand of Goff on the stretch. Eala forehand inside in winner. All right. 30-all. 30-all. Coco's not out of this yet. 30-all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Eala. Oh, Eala hits it out. Match point for Coco. To get it done, get to the semis. And to just right her form again. Because after yesterday and even the day before, those two matches against Kalinskaya and Mertens, it was looking shaky. 40-30, Goff serves. Match point. Coco serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes back into Goff. Eala, backhand. To the forehand of Goff. Into the forehand of Eala is Goff with the backhand down the line. Eala's there with a slice. Goff. Forehand into the forehand of Eala. To the forehand of Goff. Again to the forehand of Eala. Goff backhand. To the forehand again of Eala. Down the line's good. Goff gets it. Eala backhand down the line. Goff's there with a backhand cross court. Eala forehand on the stretch. Goes out. Coco wins. And a big shout by Goff. She was keeping that in. She didn't want to give anything away. And then a big come on after that win. And they hug it out of the net. Oop, they almost headbutt. All right. Coco gets it done. That was the perfect match by Coco. Except for the, double faults. There was a few double faults. But I'll tell you. And I know, put my predictions aside. Whatever, who gives a shit about, whoever picks whatever. But I hope that tomorrow, the same people that are coming in here being like, Goff's too good for Eala, I hope you're not coming in tomorrow and saying Goff sucks, because Goff showed tonight, when the crowd was clearly against her, they were cheering first serve faults, as you'd expect, right? Other, more experienced players and more veteran players have been affected by this. And Coco, mentally, rock solid. She played a shocking match yesterday. Somehow got out of it. Yeah, the double faults were there, but man, like Coco on the ground strokes tonight was just clinical. As Eala waves to the crowd, and they're going crazy for her. They love her. That ain't going to change. But I hope that the same people that are here supporting Goff are here tomorrow to support Goff again, because I don't want to see people hiding their dislike for a player in a support of another when you actually don't support Goff, and you're actually going to come in here and say the same shit against Coco tomorrow as you were saying tonight. which is disappointing. It's disappointing to see people being like that. But now we got Alcaraz. This actually worked out really well. Timing-wise, it worked out perfectly. You'll be here good because we're going to watch Coco tomorrow. And we don't know who she's going to play yet, but we're going to definitely be watching Goff tomorrow. We've watched her all week so far. And I'll tell you, that was the best she's played all week. 100%. Like, she was locked in. And mentally, Coco is doesn't get any credit because everybody focuses on the negative part of her game, which is the double faults. But, I mean, Coco's won 2 Grand Slams without a serve. And she won that match. Yeah, her serve was better than yesterday, but she gets through matches, and you got to give Goff so much credit for that. And she doesn't get credit for that because everybody focuses on the bad things that happen, you know, the negative part of her game. But Coco was a mental beast. And it's also been a great week for Eala. Filipino fans needed to be humbled. Did they, though? I don't think they did, and I don't think they will be. They won't be quiet. You can't silence them. I don't think the Filipino fans are going to be, you know, they'll be a little disappointed by this, but I don't think they're going to be quiet or humbled. Filipinos are prouder than ever. Exactly. Great. It was a great run by Eala. She took out Paolini this week, who is a top 10 player, and she beat Castella. She stopped her run. By the way, straight sets both matches. And she just comes up against Coco, who's just another different level. 2 Grand Slam champion for a reason. Coco was locked in, yeah. Like, Coco came here and was like, I'm not going to let this crowd get on my back, and I'm not going to let them get into my head. And she did not let Eala get into the match. And that's exactly what you got to do. I mean, Coco just showed the blueprint. If you're going to play Eala and you're going to play this crowd, you have to be off to a good start. You have to get an early break just to lock it in. And also expect that, you know, cheering is going to happen. Don't argue with the umpire about the crowd. Just let the crowd be the crowd. You're just going to have to deal with it, right? Just get through it. Just focus on your game, and that's what Coco did. No one stronger mentally than Goff. She is a beast. All right. Now, we have more tennis. Oh, we're still going. All right. Back to back to back to back to back. We never sleep, chat. Jump on over. We're going to be watching Alcaraz take on Khachanov. And finally, I'm so happy we can actually watch Alcaraz on his own now, because we've been having to do double headers and stuff, and I'm not a fan of doing that. And we've watched Alcaraz the last 2 nights, but we actually get to see whether or not tonight he's playing a very tricky opponent. Now, he has got a good record against Khachanov, but jump on over, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back in about 2 minutes to watch King Carlos. But 6-love, 6-2. Goff put on a clinic. She showed there's levels to this game. You know, there's top 10 and there's top 10, right? There's top 10 and then there's Grand Slam top 10. And Eala's going to get better. It's all about learning. It's all about experience. And she's going to get better from this kind of match. But Coco, too good. She's into the semis. We'll watch her tomorrow.